My name is Thenjiwe Mtintso, South Africa's ambassador to Spain. I have been in this house for the past 34 days because on the 14th of March, the Spanish government declared a state of alarm. And one of the measures in that state of alarm that were taken was a lockdown, that none of us except the essential services should go out of our houses. There are more than 49 million people in Spain that are under lockdown. The lockdown was supposed to be from the 14th to the 29th of March. Then it was extended before the 29th, it was extended to the 11th of April. Now it has been extended to the 26th of April. None of us know if it will indeed be lifted on the 26th of April. It depends mainly on what we do as people that are living in Spain and some of the measures that the government has already taken. On the 14th of March, 34 days ago, when the state of alarm was declared and the lockdown was started, it was reported that 5,750 people were infected. And it was reported that 136 had passed on. But today, 34 days later, 184,849 are reported to have been infected. 19,478 have died. 19,478 have died because of coronavirus. 7,320 are intensive care. May those who have passed on live in eternal peace. Since 34 days ago, 800 people were said, the average of deaths was said to be 800 per day. But since then, since few days ago, 551 per day are said, or today it has been said that an average is 551 per day. These numbers therefore have gone down, and it is thanks to the measures that the Spanish government have taken, and it is also thanks to the discipline and compliance by people in Spain, not only the Spaniards, but all the people in Spain, including me. One day I tried walking just outside my yard and I was stopped by the police. I told them that I was an ambassador and they said, coronavirus knows no ambassador and the lockdown knows no ambassador. Go back to your house. I've never been out since. That was 4 days after the lockdown. The measures have helped, especially the lockdown. In the embassy, we lost a consular clerk, a very lovely young person. 10 days before her death, we had been sitting in a meeting discussing the lockdown. She showed no signs of even a flu. 3 days before her death, apparently, she showed signs of the virus. But unfortunately, she could not be taken to hospital because the hospitals were full. And at that time, it was felt that she was not yet critical. Of course, she died 3 days later. Her daughter could not attend her funeral, her cremation. She is locked down in another city. Her husband, in whose hands she died, could not attend her cremation because he already is in isolation. We, her colleagues, could not attend her cremation because of the coronavirus that had already taken her life. How painful and how sad when you cannot even bid farewell to your loved ones. Another Spanish employee working at the building where our embassy is reported to have died yesterday. The only thing that we do in Spain in the face of this horror is to be disciplined, is to comply, is to pray. Every evening at 8 o'clock, we stand outside our gates, in our porches, in our verandas, and we clap hands and we join and sing the Spanish national anthem. This is to thank the people that are in the forefront especially the health workers, the ones that are trying to protect us from this enemy. It is also to thank the fact that, to be grateful rather, for the fact that we are still alive, because every night you don't know if you will wake up alive. Because this is a silent killer. You don't know if you are carrying the disease. People talk about the signs, the flu, the cough and everything. Many people, I'm told, died without showing these signs. Spain is much more advanced than South Africa in terms of its infrastructure, the social services and everything. But even Spain has found it very difficult to cope. Madrid had to convert its huge exposition center that successfully hosted more than 25,000 people in a COP25 conference in November. Madrid has had to convert this into a huge hospital. Madrid has had to convert its beautiful ice rink to a huge mortuary, but even that has not been enough. But as said, things are improving, because the average now is 500 deaths instead of 800 deaths per day. And it is thanks to the measures, and particularly the lockdown, the staying at home. I, as a human being, am afraid, and very afraid, not only for my family, not only for my loved ones, but for my country. Coronavirus is a silent, horrible, ruthless, invisible killer of the worst kind. It knows no race, it knows no class, no gender, no age, no locality, no country, no wealth, no poverty. Ibuka zonke, shaya konke, kuyalingana in front of coronavirus. You cannot escape it. You don't know if the person next to you is carrying it. So all of us, irrespective of where we are, faced with this faceless killer. We cannot see it, we cannot attack it. Of course, each one of us is faced with different circumstances. I have better circumstances than many people. Many people live in awami cocoons. Many people have got to use the taxis. Many people live in the rural areas. Many people don't have the resources. Some of us go out of our houses because we think we need to go out and find food and find survival. But we may put food on the table of our family today, in front of our family today. But we and that family may be dead tomorrow, because we don't know who has the virus with the people that we came in contact with. It is not I as a carrier who will die, but there are other people that I will infect unknowingly. Our only defense against this killer is to be disciplined and is to comply to the best of our ability. We may also enjoy alcohol, go out for a drink, if there are people that are still open, go to a party, and we may even go to church service. But tomorrow, we may have people saying, gone too early. And we may also kill innocent ones because of our pleasure, because of our commitment to the church, because we felt that we had to bury our loved ones. But regrettably, we may soon join our loved ones. Many countries and many people, experts inside South Africa, outside South Africa, think that South African government is doing the best. I know so from the experiences and from what I've observed in Spain and what I've observed in Europe. But the South African government and many of us depend on what each individual does, how disciplined we are, and how we try as much as possible to comply. I want to join our president, Ramaphosa, and all the others to really plead with South Africans to comply. I implore you, my dear South Africans, to follow the anti-coronavirus measures. We unfortunately do not have any other choice. The alternative is just too ghastly to contemplate. Complete or partial annihilation of our people. Let us save our children. Let us save our people. Let us save our country by complying. Let us do our best. It is possible to defeat this faceless enemy if we are united, if we comply, if we are disciplined. I beg you, fellow South Africans. Thank you.